Hey guys, welcome back to carbuyer.com.sg. We have here one of the most expensive cars we've ever laid hands on. Find out what 1.8 million Singapore dollars gets you with the Rolls-Royce Ghost Extended Wheelbase. Alright, so Rolls-Royce Ghost. What is a Ghost? If you know nothing about the Rolls-Royce lineup, this is actually the baby, inverted commas, of the lineup. So the Ghost sits underneath the Phantom. The Phantom is the flagship car. The flagship saloon, your classic Rolls-Royce, big, opulent, luxurious. Now the Ghost is slightly smaller. It's the kind of car you get if you need a chauffeur-driven car, but you also want to drive yourself once in a while for fun. But you're probably looking at it and going, hey, this is not very small. And you'd be right, because this is actually the extended version of the Ghost. So this is the Ghost EWB, they call it Extended Wheelbase, which makes for a car that measures 5.7 meters long, and that is freaking long in my scientific measurement of things. Freaking, which indicates very, very long. So 5.7 meters, and when you take into account that something like an S-Class long wheelbase is about 5.1 or less, or an A8 or something like that, yeah, you see that the Ghost is actually quite a bit longer than your average garden variety luxury limousine. And starting from the back, this is a totally new model for 2021, so everything is new. New platform, new styling, updated engine, and so forth. So coming from the back, Rolls-Royce might be in a league of its own, it says, but they still, go for fashion with the trapezoidal tailpipes here. Small, like diamond-shaped taillights as well. An elegant sloping roofline. You can see that from the side. Okay, another cool feature here, 22-inch wheels, no, 21-inch wheels with the spinner. That's always the right way up. That's a really nice touch, I like that. So long wheelbase. Okay, suicide doors which open outwards. We'll get to that later. Okay, let's see the front end. Big square grille, a classic Rolls-Royce signature. This is a really big grille. Look at my hand right there. Maybe about as tall as the new BMW 4 Series. But these are active slats. They close or open depending on if you need more air or less air. And this time around, actually, Rolls actually went a little more square of the styling, and I quite like that. So what the classic Rolls-Royce image has always been, you're not really shouting your presence. It's a strong presence, but it's not a, hey, look at me, I'm so fast and so loud kind of thing. It's a Rolls-Royce. It speaks confidently. You never need to shout in a Rolls-Royce. Also, we'll get to that later on the inside. The spirit of ecstasy, the classic bonnet figurine. Hello, I'm going to call her Irma. Hello, Irma. Okay, here's the cockpit. Let me shift the seat back. Very big glass panel, so a lot of reflections. I try to minimize them, but kind of unavoidable in the daytime. Where is the start button? Okay, start. Oh, look at that. Very old school. Nice. This is the light switch. Cool. Okay, so this is the cockpit of the Rolls-Royce Ghost. And as you can see, it's quite, how would I say, classical in its presentation. But don't let that fool you, there's a lot of technology on board this car. So for $1 million+ car, about 1.4 million plus here, without any options and stuff, there is really very little to complain about on the inside. Now, that might sound like a logical conclusion, but keep in mind that some cars here costing $1 million, especially sports cars, don't have super nice interiors like this one. So everything pretty much leather, wood, chrome, real metal feeling chrome. Like I said, so leather here, wood trim here, more leather, grab handle, nice little speaker grills. These light up at night as well. And check out this window adjuster. Metal joystick, very, very cool. Okay, let's look at the wheel. A big steering wheel, like most Rolls-Royces do have, but with a nice thin rim. So the control buttons here is, speech control. Go away. Alright, okay, so adaptive cruise control on this car as well. Cruise control controls, media controls. Okay, look up here, we have what looks like a display screen because of this reflection, but it's not actually a display screen. It's actually conventional instrument, which I like very much. See the chrome surrounds. This is a real dial. And as usual on our Rolls, you have a speedo and you have the power reserve meter. So that's how much power you have left to give. So they don't usually put like a torque thing or a conventional tachometer, but a power reserve gauge. So of course there are BMW roots in this car, with the iDrive behind by the Rolls-Royce skin, of course. So a lot of buttons which I quite like, and these buttons control the rear doors, the automatic doors. I'll show them to you later. There's the air suspension up and down with the parking system. And also we look at the aircon, with off, soft, mid, high. Very nice. Wow. Look. Nice little leather bound buttons there. Very nice. The anal car reviewer in me is singing with joy. Wooden panel here. Listen to that. Do it a few more times. Oh no, I left fingerprints. Okay. There's the little panel here as well. This can be like ASMR stuff, right? Yep. Okay, so we will get to the driving in a bit, but first, this is the Ghost Extended Wheelbase, so the action happens in the back, which we will check out now. So Ghost Extended Wheelbase, lots of fun in the back seat as well, so let's check it out. Other cars have soft close doors. This one has, I don't know, automated soft close everything. So we want to open the car, let's do this. I'm not actually pulling on the door, it's just sensing my hand and then it opens like that. And also, one of the Rolls-Royce signatures is the umbrella in the side of the door. Now this is very, very cool. Press the button, it pops out. Very lovely piece of equipment. Costs 4 figures apparently. It's also coated in Teflon so you don't get wet. Water just runs off the top. Just look at that. Wow. Attention to detail, man. This is like the best umbrella I've ever used. Nice. Okay. Oh, I screwed it up. Sorry, Rolls-Royce. And what's also cool is that this channel for the umbrella is ventilated. So if it was raining and you put it back in, the umbrella would eventually dry itself. Nice satisfying click there. Okay, follow me into the back. So, like we said, this is the extended wheelbase car, a lot more space between the wheels. In excess of 3 meters, so it's very, very comfortable, very luxurious. I can stick my hands, my legs out. And this isn't even the highest spec, so there's an even higher grade of seat with the recliner and everything, more like a business class experience. And one of the things I said about Rolls-Royce earlier, it's a strong image, but not necessarily a loud one. So, when you look at a sports car, expensive sports car, you probably think, wow, that's a nice car. But when you look at a Rolls-Royce, you think, who's that person inside? In this case, you'd be quite disappointed. But one of the cool things about Rolls-Royce is this privacy pillar here. So, if you sit like this, you can't see me. You wonder, who is this mysterious guy? Oh, it's that person. Yeah. So, and I have a button here on the door. I just have to press it, close the door. Goodbye. Haha. So one thing to know about a Rolls-Royce is there's no base spec like in a normal car. The basic price of the car is about 1.4 million Singapore dollars. For our friends in the States, that's about 900,000 US dollars or more if you're joining us from overseas. But this is kind of like, I wouldn't say mid-spec, but there's a more luxurious seat option than this, but this one is already quite luxurious. Let me show you. So this seat armrest comes down. I have chair controls for myself and passenger as well. So I can recline. Why am I going upwards? Recline, and lean back. Oh, this is ready, lean back. Lean back. Lean back. Up, down, headrest. Very, very comfortable, of course. I can also recline a little bit more. So the more expensive ones obviously have more options like a seat footrest and all that sort of thing. And under here, is the, oh yeah, well, don't press things yourself, just press buttons. Oh, look at that. You listen to that? Ah, damn. Okay, there's a little, well, iDrive controller there with our Spirit of Ecstasy as well. So I'm gonna deploy the screen. So there are two screens here. I'm gonna just deploy this one. There we go. Not sure if you can see that, it's a little bit bright today, but yeah. I can watch TV if I want, and obviously play movies. There's a disk drive down there. I can stream audio as well. Right, so we said that the Ghost is the kind of car you want to buy if you are chauffeur driven. So also if you want to drive it. So how is it like to drive? 5.7 meter, 2.5 ton, very wide, very powerful car. But it's actually very easy to drive. As easy to drive as a car of that kind of dimensions is in Singapore or anywhere really. So the new platform, all aluminium, the car is still 2.5 tons, but you never quite feel that from the wheel. Now the Ghost has a lot of technology. It's got air suspension, all-wheel steering. It's got a new suspension technology called planar suspension with an additional damper on the upper wishbone of the car. V12 engine, twin turbocharged. So if all that sounds like Greek to you, basically all that stuff is aimed at making a car that's really, really comfortable to drive, very, very refined, as you must expect. So one of the figures that stands out is that there is 100 kilos of noise dampening material in the car. 100 kilos is like, I don't know, in other cars that's like it's like the weight of the seats, or you know, 1/10 of the car itself. But it really shows, because you know, when you're on the move, when you're driving in this car, it is so quiet and so silent. And even though it has 21-inch wheels, it's a 2.5 ton car, it really doesn't feel it. Now when you're driving, the steering is light but not inaccurate. It's nice, pleasing, positive feeling, but you never feel like you need to rush in a Rolls-Royce. There is a 6.75 litre V12 with 560 plus horsepower, 850 newton meters of torque. On paper that doesn't sound like much, you know, 0 to 100 4.8, but we always say you never need to rush in a Rolls. You don't buy a Rolls to rush from point to point. You buy a Rolls so you can glide from point to point. Oh, you know, it's really nice to drive in traffic. The view is excellent. It's really easy to judge where you are, where the car has to go. Although it is very, very big, like I said, that impression kind of shrinks the more you drive it. And you know, you don't get stressed out in a Rolls. When you hit the accelerator, the power is a smooth, like a swell of power. It's never jerky. You don't feel the gear shift go, oh, you just go when you're going forward at a certain speed. Very, very nice. Even in town. And another thing about this car, the ambience. I mean, not just all the toys I have to play with. Like I could put my PlayStation up and play games on the move. I probably wouldn't get motion sickness because the ride quality is so good. But also there's a huge amount of attention to detail, which makes the cabin feel very welcoming. Besides that inherent refinement, the cocoon surrounding you, so you kind of feel like, above earthly worries here. It is called a Ghost after all. So I'd like to point out this thing up here. This is the Starliner Roof. Thousands of fiber optic threads connected to LEDs. Now it's the daytime, so you probably can't see it as well. And on video, I don't know how dramatic it looks, but in person sitting here, it looks really nice in the daytime. I expect at night it will be really dramatic. And also we've noticed that there are shooting stars now. So once in a while, a little shooting star will go across the roof, the Starliner Roof. I thought I was having a fit, but that's actually part of one of the features of the Starliner Roof. Alright, in our usual videos, this is about the time where we sum up and we kind of figure out whether the car is worth the money or not. But I think it's kind of not really the point we need to discuss here. Okay, the car costs 1.3 mil without a COE, without options, and talking with Rolls-Royce personnel, the average Rolls-Royce buyer will spec this car up to about 1.8 million Singapore dollars, and I don't think I need to tell you guys, is that worth it or not? Obviously, it's not worth $1.8 million. But that's only if you're thinking like a normal person, me and you know. And obviously not an ultra rich, ultra luxury car buyer. But I thought it was very, very interesting to see the Ghost and what it is, how it behaves, and show that to you guys today. So that's all we have for you on the Rolls-Royce Ghost Extended Wheelbase. If you like this video, please like it. Like I always say, like this video, please like it. What do you think about it? Please throw us some comments, and of course subscribe to CarBuyer.com.sg's YouTube channel and visit the website. So thank you.